Most people are using ChatGPT raw. We throw a bunch of instructions at it and we hope it gives us magic back. But instead what we get is hallucinations and hours of editing. But I promise there is a better way. Hey, I'm Vijay, and if you're anything like me, you're probably juggling more responsibilities than any one person should. I'm the founder of 3 companies, a marketer, a designer, and on top of that I have 2 young kids. They're amazing, but they're young and quite overwhelming and a lot to handle. So that's why I'm excited to share something that I think will truly be helpful to you to get the most out of AI today. It's called Agents, and it's the newest addition to ProductScope Studio users. In a nutshell, you can create a whole team of agents to automate your repetitive content creation, research tasks, all while maintaining your own unique brand voice, style, and format. You can basically create agents as a single-step workflow or a multiple-step workflow where you're combining a pattern recognition, instructions, or even web research. Whatever you need to do to get the job done up to 90%, maybe even 100%. We're constantly pushing features in ProductScope for users based on our roadmap and based on what our users ask for. And so one of the things I hate doing is having to come up with a marketing post for it, or tweet for it, LinkedIn post, whatever it is. Because it's just, I have to write it in my specific voice and style. I cannot give that to someone else. It's just, they're never going to sound like me. If I ask them to pull up a ChatGPT prompt, it's just not going to work. So I'm going to create an agent for it. I have a bunch of examples in here of things I've done in the past. I basically pulled all the feature announcements I made in the past into one document, so it's all in one place. Now I'm going to go click on create new agent. I'm going to ask, I'm going to give it a name. So I know what this is. This agent is going to take a feature announcement. And so I'm going to call it that. So now I'm in the settings. That's the name of the agent. What are you starting with? So I'm going to start with a feature, a blurb, text, whatever it is. And I'm going to end it with an announcement tweet. I'm going to click create workflow. And now I'm in the workflow. I'm going to have step 1 is I need to choose an operation. So I have 3 options here. For every step within a workflow, you can choose an operation. So I'm going to be using extract patterns of this because I want to create the output in my voice and in my, so I want to extract the pattern of some examples that I provide. Okay. Other options are I could just give it instructions and it can do something for me, or I can do a web research task. So for this example, it's an extract pattern example. I'm going to give the step a title. So it's going to be like NLI. The second example, the first example, I'm going to go and give it a third. Here, the same thing. We had a input. I'm going to also give it an output. So this was the input. And this was the output. I'm going to keep doing this till I've given all the examples I have. Now, you don't have to put this many examples, like I said. It just needs to be at least one example of what you want the output to look like at the very minimum. I'm going to add another step because I want it to not only pattern match each and every single example and produce an output, but I want it to compare. So I'm going to show you in this example how I go one step further and actually have AI look at what it created and then pick the winning 1, 2, or 3 different posts. So let's do that. This one's not going to be pattern extraction. It's going to be give instructions. I'm okay with GPT-4o because it's more like analysis step. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to say pick the best 2 posts. Okay. And then here, same thing. I'm just giving it an instruction. Pick the best 2 feature announcement posts given below. Posts from the below list of posts based on what looks and sounds the best. Okay. That's something simple. And then now I'm going to put the actual output. So posts, I'm going to say posts to review, colon, I'm going to put in variables. That's what we have. We have variables in here. So you can actually pass inputs and outputs from step to step. So in here, your feature is basically the input feature that you end up providing. I'm not going to put that. I don't need to use that in this step. But what I am going to give is the output result of each of these other steps. So I'm going to go in here, output result 1, and then I'm going to put a space. I'm going to say output result 2, another line, output result 3, another line, output result 4, output result 5, 6, and 7. Okay. I hit save. It's going to reduce my time by doing some analysis. And my only job will be to pick one out of those 2, right? So now it's ready to run. So let's go. I have an example feature because we're talking about agents in this video. Let's use the text we had for agents. So I'm just going to put this. It's just, as you can see, this is not an actual like marketing post. It's just the new product, right? Run. And now you're going to see on the left-hand side, it's going to start going through each and every one of our steps. You can see here, it created a tweet based on different patterns of outputs we provided, and now it's analyzing the 6th. It's going to do the 7th, 8th, and then the last step is polishing the posts. And here we go. So you can see here, we got 2 posts. Look a lot more like what I would have used. I think this tool can be used in a lot of different ways, and the goal is to basically take a small piece of you and automate that requires transforming or curating content, and then create an agent that can do it for you, build a workflow out that actually gets you to as close as possible to 100% done using AI in what I believe is the right way. So I'm very excited to see what you guys will do. It's completely free to use for this week. I look forward to your valuable feedback. All right, take care. Bye.